Today's Dallas Cowboys report is made possible by True Classic Tees. I'm wearing one right now. It's super comfortable, and if you're tired of your t-shirts or polos like I'm wearing, not fitting properly, whether it's too tight or too loose up here or maybe even down here, you got to try out True Classic Tees. 25% off your order at trueclassictees.com/chat. Here's what's coming up on today's fairly significant Cowboys news video. Some updates on Dalton Schultz, Michael Gallup, Connor McGovern, Jayron Kearse, a workout of a receiver who you probably haven't heard of, and Michael Irvin's comparing Cooper Rush to Tom Brady. That'll be at the end of the video. I know, it's wild. Let's begin, though, with Dalton Schultz, his status here. The Cowboys plan to make a late-week decision on Schultz's status for Monday Night Football against the G-Men amid a knee injury. So it is a bit murky at this point as to whether or not Schultz will play. At minimum, could be some gamesmanship here in terms of making the Giants prepare for Schultz and not for Schultz, with both sides there. If Dalton Schultz can't play, it could become Jake Ferguson's season, as he would become tight end 1, Hendershot's tight end 2, and Dallas might need to get creative with how they figure out, do you carry a third tight end? Do you bring up Sean McEwen from the practice squad? If so, you got to figure out what you're doing along the interior of the offensive line. There's an open roster spot. It gets a bit juggling and tricky from that perspective. In light of the PCL injury for Dalton Schultz, which is what Zeke had when the Cowboys swore he wasn't hurt last year, what is your concern level over Dalton Schultz? Scale it from 1 to 100 for me in the comments section. If you type in 44, that's actually the number of subs the Cowboys report has had this week, as it is Cowboys versus Giants week. Our Giants channel here at Chat Sports has 267 subscribers. We have 44 this week. We're getting our butts kicked. That's a bit disappointing. Smaller channel for the Giants, so more room to grow, but still, I don't want Marshall to win anything. That guy's a loser. Hit that big red button and subscribe for free Cowboys videos, and make sure we take down the Giants on the field and off the field this week. Let's get to Michael Gallup, as he is trending towards playing this week, as Mike McCarthy said that he'll get a full slate of reps at practice, which I interpret to be he will be full and not limited, as he's been in recent weeks for the Cowboys, as this has been their plan. This has been their goal, right? We've talked about it many times here on the Cowboys Report. Can Gallup be back for Monday Night Football, if not maybe a little bit sooner? Answer was, he can get back by that time frame. I think Gallup's going to end up playing. And I think the return of Gallup, and if Noah Brown's your receiver 3 after what we saw in week 2, we maybe feel good about that. The return of Gallup, I think, will help open up the offense. It gives them a more reliable vertical threat, something that Gallup has done, especially in 2019. He and Dak had the great chemistry. We'll see about Rush and Gallup's chemistry, which clearly worked well with Noah Brown. Maybe being practice squad and scout team guys for so long was impactful there. Not practice squad, just scout team guys. I think Gallup will make life easier on CeeDee Lamb as well, even if it's a 70-60% snap count. So what do you think? Prediction time. Will Michael Gallup play this week? Y for yes, N for no. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know Y or N. All right, injury update here for the Cowboys. Jayron Kearse had a very good workout, according to Mike McCarthy. I do not, however, think that Kearse is going to play this week. I think he needs at least another week. It was announced as a 2 to 4 week injury, so this would be week 2. Probably needs some more time, but a good workout on Monday I do think bodes well for a quicker return for the Cowboys' #1 safety. Now, with Kearse out, Dallas did dial back their number of 3 safety looks at least a little bit. Donovan Wilson, I thought, played great. He had 69 along with Malik Hooker. Very nice. Mukuamu played a little bit, 21 snaps. They played a lot of Anthony Barr and Leighton Vander Esch, so it was more of your prototypical nickel packages, less of your big nickel or big dime stuff. But I thought the safeties still played pretty well. You'll be okay until Kearse gets back. Now, a lot of shirts these days, they don't fit right here. They're maybe not quite the most flattering down here either. True Classic Tees fit the way they're supposed to. 25% off when you use promo code CHAT. You're not the mannequin. I mean, unless, you're the occasional cool person, like it doesn't fit the way it's supposed to if it's from the mannequin. So get a t-shirt or a polo that actually fits well. They've got some great variety packs, awesome different colors here. Not just polos, normal t-shirts as well. There's no big annoying like logo that I find so distracting. It's just simple, classic t-shirts. Get yourself outfitted with something that fits properly at trueclassictees.com/chat. That link is in the comments section and the description of today's show. Go to Connor McGovern now. It didn't seem like McCarthy was quite as optimistic on McGovern as Kearse, which, I think that makes more sense. Knee sprain versus a high ankle sprain for McGovern. Timing kind of fits a bit better from that perspective. McGovern and Kearse are in the rehab phase of their injuries, so that's promising from that standpoint there. Let's check in next week with McGovern. Maybe he can make a quick return there. In his absence, it will be Matt Farnick, who I think plays fine as a run blocker. I think Matt Farnick can do his job downhill, creating holes, being a run blocker. Pass protection? It's not as good. I would bet that the Giants dial up stunts and blitzes at Matt Farnick to get some pressure on Cooper Rush. Don Martindale loves to do that stuff. So of those two big injuries, with, of course, Dak hanging out there, we'll see when he actually plays. Steven McSuggins next week, who knows. Who plays first? CM for Connor McGovern or JK for Jayron Kearse? Get those predictions in for me in the comments section. Another news item here for the Dallas Cowboys, as Rashawn Henry, if you're going, wait, who is that exactly? He worked out on Wednesday for the Dallas Cowboys, or at least that was the plan for that to happen. He also worked out for the 49ers earlier in the week, so keep that one in mind. He had 2 catches for the Panthers in the preseason. This is a practice squad option for Dallas. I wouldn't anticipate him ever making a big impact on the season, but this is a practice squad candidate for Dallas because, remember, they have 2 practice squad spots open at this point. Now, I will make note that it could be 3 if and when you promote one of Jason Peters or Will Greer or Sean McEwen or Alec Lindstrom to fill the open roster spot you have. So if they want a bigger body receiver, the 6'3 Henry does fit that mold even more so than Dennis Houston. Now, Houston, of course, was cut on Tuesday. We're not far away from knowing if he cleared waivers. I would be surprised if he didn't. I'll take the L if he does get claimed like John Ridgeway did, but I do think once Houston clears waivers, he's going to end up in the practice squad for Dallas. All right, one last thing before we go. This is wild to me, man. Michael Irvin, and Michael Irvin's doing his whole shtick, right, of like hype man, being crazy and whatnot. Irvin said that Rush played like Tom Brady against the Bengals, which is insanity to me. Quote, he looked like Tom Brady. Cooper Rush was doing a Tom Brady imitation the last few plays there. When they got, oh my God, we got to win, Cooper Rush. Irvin put Rush as his #1 playmaker in week 2 of the NFL. I think he's got to be drug tested again. Like, come on. Even the biggest of Cooper Rush fans, and I was very impressed relative to expectations, we're not going to really pretend like 19 of 31 for 235 and a score is the next Tom Brady. That's, elite playmaking. That's solid game managing. Rush did his job. Now, if we take away the toss to Tony Pollard that counted as a pass play, we're talking 6.3 yards per attempt, 29 and 60%. In the end, this is just Michael Irvin being Michael Irvin. He'd be in the Cowboys homer, playing it up for First Take, playing it up for ESPN. But no, I don't think this is really indicative of how Rush actually played. I thought he did a good job. I'm not trying to be anti-Cooper Rush, but this is a ludicrous take to me. It does not make any sense. Frankly, I think Rush will play better against the Giants than did against the Bengals. So I'm optimistic there, but this to put Tom Brady's name alongside Cooper Rush, you should do it with Dak. Like, come on. Let's not be so outlandish with our takes, Mike, that we end up ruining any argument that could be gleaned. We can be very praiseworthy of Cooper Rush. He did a great job. He was a good game manager. He is a good backup QB. For whatever reason, the magic continues. Tom Brady? Come on. That's just crazy talk, Mike.